you ever wondered why some people rise above challenges while others break under pressure? Why do some individuals keep pushing forward no matter how many times they fall, while others quit at the first sign of struggle? The answer is simple: mental strength. It's the invisible force that separates those who succeed from those who surrender. And here's the truth: it's not something you're born with, it's something you build. Most people never realize this. They think mental strength is a gift, something only a select few possess. But that's a lie. The strongest minds weren't gifted with some supernatural ability. They trained themselves to be that way. And if you stay with me till the end of this video, you'll learn exactly how to build an unbreakable mind. A mind that doesn't waver in the face of adversity. A mind that refuses to quit. A mind that makes you unstoppable. The harsh truth about weakness: the reason most people remain weak is not because they lack strength. It's because they refuse to train it. Just like muscles in the body, the mind needs resistance to grow. But instead of facing challenges head-on, most people run from them. They avoid discomfort. They seek an easy life, and in doing so, they rob themselves of the very experiences that would have made them stronger. Weakness is not permanent, but it is a choice. Every time you back down from fear, you choose weakness. Every time you let doubt control you, you choose weakness. Every time you make excuses instead of taking action, you choose weakness. But here's the good news: just as weakness is a choice, so is strength. And the moment you decide to take control of your mind, everything begins to change. Your mind, the greatest weapon or your worst enemy. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. It can either push you forward or hold you back. It can either break you or make you unbreakable. But the problem is, most people never take control of it. They allow negative thoughts, self-doubt, and fear to dominate their thinking. Think about it. How many times have you talked yourself out of doing something great? How many times have you let fear stop you from taking a chance? How many times have you convinced yourself that you're not good enough? The mind is a battlefield, and most people lose because they never realize they're at war. They surrender to their doubts before they even try. But mentally strong people, they know the battle exists, and they refuse to let their own mind become their enemy. The first step to becoming mentally strong: if you want to change your life, you must first change your mind. Strength doesn't start with the body. It starts with a decision. A decision to stop making excuses. A decision to stop giving in to fear. A decision to take back control. Mental strength isn't about pretending you don't have fears or doubts. It's about facing them and pushing forward anyway. It's about training your mind to endure, to persist, to never back down. And the first step? Stop waiting to feel ready. Most people delay action because they're waiting for the right moment. They think they need more confidence, more motivation, more certainty. But the truth is, you will never feel completely ready. And if you wait for the perfect conditions, you will wait forever. Mentally strong people don't wait. They take action despite the fear, despite the doubt, despite the discomfort. And in doing so, they prove to themselves that they are stronger than their excuses. A challenge for you right now. At this moment, you have a choice. You can continue living the same way, letting your mind control you, letting fear dictate your decisions, letting weakness hold you back. Or you can make a decision to become mentally strong. And if you're serious about making that change, if you're ready to build a mind that cannot be broken, then stay with me. Because in this video, we're going to dive deep into the psychology of mental strength. And by the end, you won't just think differently, you will be different. Most people don't realize this, but your mind is constantly shaping your reality. Every thought, every belief, every doubt, it all becomes the foundation of your life. If you tell yourself you're weak, you will act weak. If you convince yourself you can't handle pressure, you will break under it. Your mind believes whatever you repeatedly tell it. But here's the truth. Weakness is not something you are, it's something you allow. No one is born mentally weak. No one is destined to be fragile. Weakness is built the same way strength is built, through habits, through choices, through repetition. Think about it. Every time you avoid a challenge, you train your mind to run from difficulty. Every time you let fear stop you, you reinforce the idea that you are powerless. Every time you quit, you teach yourself that giving up is an option. And over time, weakness becomes your default state. But the moment you recognize this, everything changes. Because once you understand that weakness is learned, you realize that it can also be unlearned. The same way a weak mind is built, through avoidance, excuses, and fear, a strong mind is built through discipline, action, and resilience. You must stop seeing weakness as something you're stuck with. It's not a life sentence. It's a mindset. And mindsets can be changed. You have the power to reprogram your thoughts, to rebuild your mental strength, to reshape the way you see yourself. But it starts with one decision, the decision to stop feeding weakness and start feeding strength. So ask yourself, are you letting your mind work against you, or are you training it to work for you? Because the moment you decide to take control, the process of transformation begins. The only question is, will you take that step, or will you stay where you are? Most people run from pain. They see struggle as something to be avoided, as if hardship is a punishment. But that mindset is exactly what keeps them weak. Because in reality, pain is not the enemy, it's the teacher. Look at anyone who has ever achieved greatness. They didn't get there by avoiding struggle. They were shaped by it. They faced rejection, failure, setbacks, yet instead of breaking, they used it to build themselves. Every difficulty became fuel. Every obstacle became a lesson. They understood something most people never realize. Pain is the price of strength. You don't grow when life is easy. You grow when life tests you. Pressure creates diamonds. Resistance builds muscle. Fire strengthens steel. Your mind is no different. It needs challenges. It needs discomfort. It needs struggle to evolve into something stronger. But most people don't want that. They want comfort. They want safety. They want an easy life. And that's why they stay the same. Because growth and comfort cannot exist in the same place. If you are always choosing what's easy, you are also choosing to stay weak. Mental strength is built by walking straight into the fire. It's built by embracing the struggle instead of running from it. The people who become unstoppable in life are not the ones who had it easy. They are the ones who learn to turn pain into power. So when life pushes you, when things get hard, when you feel like giving up, remember this. Every struggle is an opportunity. Every moment of pain is a test. Will you let it break you, or will you use it to build yourself? Because in the end, strength is not given. It is earned through suffering, through endurance, through refusing to quit. Pain is not your enemy. It is your path to greatness. Your emotions are powerful, but they are not in charge. They can influence you, they can tempt you, they can cloud your judgment, but they do not control you. You control them. Weak minds let emotions dictate their actions. They act based on how they feel instead of what needs to be done. If they feel tired, they quit. If they feel afraid, they avoid. If they feel uncertain, they never take the first step. And this is why they stay stuck. Because emotions are unpredictable, and if you let them run your life, you will always be at their mercy. But mentally strong people, they understand a simple truth. Feelings are temporary, but decisions are permanent. They don't wait to feel like it. They act no matter how they feel. They know that discipline is stronger than motivation, and commitment is stronger than emotion. Think about it. If you only worked hard when you felt motivated, how often would you actually push yourself? If you only did what needed to be done when you were in the mood, how much progress would you really make? This is where strength is built, in the moments when your mind tells you to stop, but you keep going anyway. When fear tells you to back down, but you move forward anyway. When doubt tells you that you can't, but you prove to yourself that you can. This is the difference between the weak and the strong. The weak follow their emotions. The strong lead their emotions. They acknowledge how they feel, but they do not obey those feelings. They train themselves to act on discipline, not impulse. So ask yourself, are you in control of your emotions, or are your emotions in control of you? Because the moment you stop letting feelings dictate your actions, you will unlock a level of mental strength most people will never reach. And that is the moment you become unstoppable. If you want to become mentally strong, there is one skill you must master above all else. Self-discipline. Without it, you will always be a prisoner of your emotions, your habits, and your excuses. But with it, you can force yourself to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Most people rely